Hi, my name is Cameron Bush, and today I will be doing my speech on the Black Lives Matter movement. The Black Lives Matter movement is a powerful movement that was encouraging people to have freedom and equal rights for America. One of the examples of a Black Lives Matter movement would be George Floyd lifestyle. George Floyd movement was a very powerful movement. People felt as though they wasn't heard, so they decided to take matters in their own hands. They did riots and they vandalized a lot of places. People did posters, they did broadcasts, it was on the news, it was everywhere. You wouldn't miss it. Black Lives Matter movement stands for freedom and equal rights. It was to encourage everybody for America or all over the world for freedom, because nobody deserves to not have freedom rights. The officers beat and physically abused their powers with George Floyd. I say this because one had his knee on his neck, bending him to the ground so he wouldn't be able to get up. He screamed, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe." But they did not let up on him. They felt as though whatever they was doing to George Floyd was right and was the only right way. They took matters in their own hands. Yes, it was wrong. A lot of things could have been done easily. The Black Lives Matter movement all began when Martin Luther King Jr. began his speech. He did a speech about freedom. He did a speech about peace. He did a speech about equality for everyone in America. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted to stop and end slavery. He wanted to end it, everything that was coming against and making America not right. George Floyd was a black young man that died because of abuse of officer powers. Abuse of officer powers been going on for a really long time. Nobody seems to think that it's okay for it to be stopped. People go out their houses, go out their cars, going by their day, going by their lives. Innocent people are dying every single day because of officer abusing powers. Another example I would like to use for the Black Lives Matter movement was Rosa Parks. She was thrown to the back of the bus simply because she didn't want to get up her seat. That right there should let you know that this is a really serious matter. The Black Lives Matter movement is very serious, and I feel like it should be taken more seriously to this day. I am black, and of course I believe that everybody has a mouth, and everybody is able to use their mouth for their own good and for their own power. The title of my movement is the Black Lives Matter movement, and why is it important? It is very important because it is the reason and it is the cause why black lives have a voice. The main two major forms of the Black Lives Matter movement is history and racism. Racism still go on to this day. Let's talk about when this movement became very important. It became very important once Martin Luther King Jr. life got taken away, simply because he wanted to stand up for freedom. In my conclusion, the Black Lives Matter movement is a very powerful movement that stands for equal rights and peace, and also freedom. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy.